Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I am going to go ahead and prep tomorrow's dinner because it's going to be cooked in the crock pot. And I'm going to be making a beef roast with vegetables. So you want to go ahead and start out with any cut of beef that you choose. I know beef right now is very expensive. So you're going to go ahead and put it in the bottom of your crock pot. Alright, so now we're going to add our vegetables. We're going to start off with cutting our green pepper. And you probably already know how to cut green peppers, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this and come right back. Alright, and we're back. So we got our green peppers cut up. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut up our onion. You can use any onion that you want. Sorry if I seem a little tired. This is my third cooking video back to back to back. So I do want to show you something real quick. So I just made this video peanut brittle. So if you want to go ahead and go back and watch it, you're more than welcome to. As you can see, my husband's already been in here snacking on it, so that's how good the peanut brittle is. So if you want to go ahead and go back and watch the video of that, that'd be great. I'll be back as soon as I'm done cutting this. Alright, welcome back. We got our onion cut up. Now the trick with onions, if you keep them in the fridge, I did a half an onion, you can do however much onion you want. But the trick to onions is if you keep them in the fridge, they won't make you cry as bad. So then we're going to add some carrots. I should have opened this beforehand. Add some carrots. And these are just baby carrots. You can have, if you got whole carrots, you can chop them down and use whole carrots if you like. So I used about a half a bag, because the other half I will be using it later on this week for beef stew. Alright, now I have some leftover zucchini, grated zucchini from the zucchini bread that I made earlier, which is still in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and add a bit of this in here. Won't hurt it. Because we don't waste in this house, so a little bit of zucchini. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. I know normally you wouldn't find zucchini in a roast recipe, but think outside the box. Don't be afraid to. Alright, now I'm going to be cutting up some potatoes. Alright, I'll be back as soon as I cut them up. Alright, welcome back. And there we go. There's the chopped up potatoes. And you also want to leave a little bit of room for it to cook. So put this off to the side. And you can put any vegetable you want in this. You don't have to use what I use. You can make it your own. Alright, so now I'm going to grab me a bowl, mix the other stuff in. Alright, so we need 1 cup of water. Oh, my cups are dirty. My Like I said, I've been cooking back to back to back. Alright, here we go. 1 cup of water. Then we're going to add, this actually tenderizes it. I'm actually going to leave it marinating overnight. I don't just use just this, I add other seasonings, but put that in there. Or you can make your own. I mean, depends on how you want to do it. So, some liquid smoke. My kitchen is all messed up. When I tell you I've been doing video to video to video, that's exactly it. Alright, let's go ahead and put some of this in there. You can actually, like I said, do any seasonings you want. And after you cook it and you figure out you want to add more seasonings, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And then I just added a little bit of this, a little bit of that, liquid smoke, Worcestershire sauce, and now this. I'm actually going to add a little bit extra because this is the roasted vegetable one. To add a little bit of garlic powder, since I forgot to buy minced garlic yesterday. That's just garlic powder. And then some clove, ground clove, just a little bit. Like that. Give it a good stir. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover our vegetables. See? The meat's on the bottom, then we got our green peppers, carrots, a little bit of zucchini, potatoes. You can also add celery if you want, or leeks. I love using leeks, but it can be a little pricey at times. Alright, so you want enough liquid to cover almost all your vegetables. And know that as it cooks, it will produce more liquid. So, okay, about right there. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay. And when you're cooking it in the crock pot and you find out you didn't add enough liquid, you can always add more water later. So this is what it looks like. You see the liquid? Alright. So I'm going to put the cover on and put it in the fridge to marinate overnight. Then my husband will put it on in the morning before he goes to work. And I will see you tomorrow once it's done. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. This is day 2. I hope you all are having a good day. So we are back from cooking our roast. It had marinated overnight and I cooked it, started at about 8 o'clock this morning and it's about 3:30 now. So it's been cooking on low all day. Now I'm going to show you, it's still hot. Show you the finished product. Doesn't that look good? and it's falling apart on me. But this is what the roast looks like after it was done. I'm actually going to put it back in there once I'm done with the video. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Now, you could do this a couple of ways. You can set your plate up like this, or if you want to, you know, put them on top. Or if you want to put it in a bowl so that you have more of this, if you want to put it in a bowl and have more of the liquid, kind of soupy, you can do that as well. Really depends on how you like it. I don't know if you can see how runny it is. Now, what you could do is pull the vegetables out of the liquid, add some flour to it to thicken it up and turn it into a gravy. There's just so many things. Or if you don't want the gravy on your vegetables, then what you can do is save the gravy for later for another recipe. It really depends on how your house likes to eat it. Now, my husband, he likes to eat in a bowl with the liquid so that he can, you know, do his little crackers and stuff in it. So, if it wasn't for that, I would definitely be making gravy out of that and probably saving it for, you know, a next recipe or something. Or, you know, it'd make good, you know, biscuits and gravy, you know. Just, it's just an option. Other than that, I think we're good to go. I can't wait for my husband to come home and eat this. We usually don't have beef other than ground beef very often because roasts and all that are very expensive. And we actually, you know, spent a little bit of money to get the roast so that I could do this video. So I'm sure my husband is going to love me when he gets home. Love the fact that we're having roast because, you know, but yeah, our family is low income. So for this is like, you know, 5-star meal right here. So just because, you know, we're low income, can't afford it all the time. But other than that, I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.